Avatar has been probably one of the best movies, visually speaking, of all times. But what's the science behind this fascinating colorful forest and large blue humanoids? In Avatar, the story is unfolded on Pandora, which is one of the many moons orbiting the planet Polyphemus, located in the Alpha Centauri system, which is the closest star system from Earth. And even if it has a toxic atmosphere, humans are still capable of living a kind of sustainable life. This is actually quite accurate. No, there's no such thing as a moon called Pandora or the planet Polyphemus, but the Alpha Centauri system is indeed the closest star system where we might be able to find habitable places, and not only planets, but specifically moons, like Pandora. There are currently projects like Hunt for Exomoons with Kepler, who are searching for habitable zones on exomoons, or moons outside of our solar system, and our closest stellar neighbor seems like one of the most likely places to find exomoons with alien life, or at least with suitable conditions to hold human life. But perhaps we don't even need to go that far to find habitable moons. Even here in our solar system, there are already 5 moons that might host life: Europa, Titan, Enceladus, Ganymede, and Callisto, which are thought to harbor liquid oceans, even lakes and rivers. Although further research still needs to be carried out to consider the possibility of current life forms or a future place for humans on moons or exomoons, it encourages us to think that there might be a Pandora somewhere out there. On Pandora, every living organism has bioluminescent qualities that has given us one of the most attractive visual scenes of all times. And the best part out of all this is the fact that this is a natural phenomenon that features in a lot of actual living beings, for example insects, mushrooms, bacteria and fish, among others. However, 80% of the bioluminescent organisms live in the ocean. Bioluminescence is the product of a chemical reaction that occurs when the protein luciferin combines with an enzyme called luciferase in the presence of oxygen, producing what is known as a cold light, which means that the light doesn't produce a significant amount of heat, just light. Most of the bioluminescent organisms produce their own luciferin, but others will absorb it from food or with symbiotic relationship, like the anglerfish, who houses bioluminescent bacteria in his forehead extension. This adaptation serves different purposes, including self-defense, predation, communication, even for mating. And even if there are no complete forests that glow at night like on Pandora, yet, we might be able to make this happen due to genetic engineering that have made possible the introduction of glowing genes into other living beings. There's actually already pot plants that glows at night, and there's even a project right now intending to do the same with trees that will illuminate streets instead of using street lights. Although this technique has also been developed for medical purposes, like marking DNA to make sure that an introduced sequence has properly been integrated in an organism. For example, if you want to incorporate an AIDS-resistant DNA sequence in a cat and make sure it works, you add a glowing gene to the sequence, and if you see something like this, well, then you will know for sure that it worked. Finally, in Avatar, in an attempt from humans to fraternize with the native humanoids, the Na'vi, they create hybrid avatars, half human and half Na'vi, which are telepathically controlled by humans to serve as ambassadors. Okay, so even if we are far from reaching the point of making hybrid alien avatars that we can control, the fact of controlling telepathically other body doesn't sound as crazy due to BCI, a technology that can read and use thoughts to control machines, and CBI, a device that transmits information from a computer to a brain. With these two interfaces, researchers from Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology have developed already a human-turtle interaction system in which signals originating from a human brain can affect where a turtle moves. The turtle holds a cyber system on its shell with a camera from where the person receives real-time images, allowing him to decide where the turtle should move. I know, mind-blowing. Although so far the system only allows to command 3 different types of movements, right, left and idle, every time we're getting closer and closer to reach the point where we all might be able to control our own avatars. See you next week with a new video.